Researchers, listen to this. Using Anthropic's AI model Claude 4 Opus, told the model it would be replaced by another AI system. It then fed fictitious emails into the system suggesting one of the engineers was having an affair. Got it? Mm-hmm. In 84% of the tests, the AI model drew on the emails to blackmail the engineer to not shut down the AI.
What?
Wow. Wow.
How scary. It's crazy. Yeah. That is one of the ways that AI systems are showing signs of resisting human control.
Dr. Jess is back to chat about what this means for us going forward. And I've seen a lot of information floating around because I think that AI is moving really fast now. It's moving really fast, and I think we're all trying to figure out how does this work for us and not against us in some way.
Yes, I think that's the big question. And one of the things, you know, when I first read the headline that segment was about, my jaw dropped because it's quite frightening to hear about. But I also wanted to know more.
Sure.
Is this a test simulating a user experience where they're putting in prompts? And was the AI built to circumvent any kind of shutdown prompt? Like, is it engineered to do this? Or is it making its own kinds of ways of circumventing human interaction?
And that is what I don't love, because what AI did there was petty. That was a human thing that someone can do. And the fact that there is someone on the back end that would ever program, or even worse, it did it itself. So if AI is lying and deceiving people now, where do we go from this? And how can people trust ever AI completely?
I don't know that we can trust it completely, but I also don't know that we should ascribe humanity to it with the degree that we are when we talk about blackmail, deception, lies. Those are things that are human qualities that are uniquely human. And if the tech has been designed to do that, if the engineers have made it to do everything it can, including make stuff up, then, you know, maybe we should be holding the tech companies accountable who are building these things. And they are actually actively lobbying against regulations.
Well, I think the troubling part comes in when you think about where we are now, even with social media. We know that there's this large amount of dopamine that we get that keeps us scrolling, that keeps us in that loop. Mm-hmm. And so there is this question about, where are we going to be in 5 years when it comes to AI? What is it that's going to kind of intercede with our lives and where we'll be?
I mean, if you were to ask one of the CEOs of these companies, they would say that we would be at the point of artificial general intelligence and that the world would have been revolutionized. But we also have to remember that a CEO is a spokesperson and ultimately a kind of salesperson for these companies. And this industry has so much money at stake. It has become too big to fail, which means that there's a lot of hype that's fueling it. So every year, Sam Altman says, you know, by the end of this year, we're going to have AGI. And then the end of the year comes and he's like, by the end of next year, we're going to have AGI. And it's like, well, you know, should we be taking everything that a person who stands to gain the most at face value, or should we be critical of that?
Absolutely. And I think that what you said is so important, to take the human aspect out of it. Because, I mean, we literally named our ChatGPT because we ask her so many things. Where do I go? What's the fastest way? XYZ. What should I buy at the grocery store? But I think that now more than ever, as this builds and becomes a part of our life, we need to take that human aspect out of it. Because at the end of the day, it is just a computer.
Yeah, I think we need to set boundaries for ourselves. I think the industries need guardrails, and I think that we have to keep a fine delineation between what is uniquely human and what is manufactured and made to sound human. Like one of the companies called Anthropic, they want us to humanize this.
Right. It's so interesting. We don't have time to even get into it, but the other side of this, I'm now seeing this analog renaissance that people are trying to pull back away completely from everything digital.
Landline.
It's wild.
It's coming back.
The other extreme. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Jess. Dr. Jess is hosting a workshop on tech literacy and digital hygiene in just a couple weeks. It's happening on the 25th at the Carnegie Library of Pittsburgh's downtown branch. We're going to have more info on our website, and we will be right back.